Thank you, Jesse. Have a nice day.
You running?
No, I'm just gonna walk.
I didn't even put you on the hot seat yet. Come back.
What happened between Lisa Bloom and Jesse Lee Peterson is basically a clash of worldviews, a feminist attorney and civil rights advocate versus a MAGA-aligned culture warrior who thrives on provocative, regressive takes.
We know that because of the hatred that women have for men, they're jealous of men. It's so easy for women to falsely accuse men. They can get mad.
So on, Lisa Bloom accepted the invitation of Fallen State for an interview to discuss some major 21st century problems, but what she received were 18th century responses.
Should men, I notice that women who are educated don't make for good mothers, wives and mothers. Should a man marry an educated woman?
Well, I don't agree with your premise.
The conversation quickly got heated, prompting Lisa to leave the interview. What really happened between these two? Let's discuss in detail.
I invite you to join me in the 21st century. It's nice here.
Were women created to lead or to follow?
I think we are all created to lead.
Jesse Lee Peterson wasted no time diving straight into his favorite obsession. Whether or not women should be given equal rights, yes, you read that right. In the year 2025, Jesse is still asking questions that sound like they were ripped from a Victorian marriage handbook.
Did you obey your husband?
Oh, God, no.
You did not obey him? God, no. And why not?
Why would I? Why doesn't he obey me?
In the whole interview, he touched on different topics such as civil rights, Diddy's allegations, religion, and marriage issues. But the center of all these topics was how women are manipulating men and how they have forgotten that they are beneath men.
Why would you trust women when you know that when they're crying, they're lying?
Wow. You sound very misogynist.
He went as far as claiming that females attending Diddy's parties are responsible for all the horrible crimes he had committed with them.
You're justifying rape, Jesse.
How about justify rape?
You're saying that a woman goes wanting something and then whatever happens to her, well, it's her fault. That's blaming the victim.
Whose fault is it then?
The perpetrator of rape is always...
They don't make the women show up at the party.
Are you serious?
And then the women dress like...
All right.
But he didn't stop at accusing victims of predators' crimes. In fact, he framed Lisa Bloom's worth around submission and instantly set the stage for a conversation that felt less like an interview and more like a time machine malfunction.
Why doesn't he obey me?
What?
Why wouldn't he obey me? Why? You really think a woman should obey her husband?
Right. It won't. The marriage won't work if he does.
Lisa, of course, wasn't having it. She pushed back, pointing out how embarrassingly outdated this discussion is. But instead of realizing how ridiculous he sounded, Jesse doubled down, insisting that there's no such thing as equal rights, only some mysterious proper order of life. Like, it means women should know their place, and he'll happily remind them.
You don't think women should have equal rights?
I don't know. There is no such thing as equal rights.
Oh, okay.
There's an order to life, but no equal rights.
After Jesse's bizarre opener about women needing to obey their husbands, the interview slid straight into another rabbit hole.
Do you believe there's a God?
I don't know. I'm agnostic.
He started sharing his rigid, almost cartoonish take on religion. For Jesse, the entire premise of his show rests on the belief that humanity is in a fallen state, stumbling around in blindness until they wake up to his imagery of God.
The show is called The Fallen State.
Okay.
And you asked me, what did that mean before we started? And what it means is that human beings are in a fallen state. They are wicked at heart. They are blind and they don't know it.
Lisa, on the other hand, offered a thoughtful, grounded perspective. She admitted she wasn't religious in the traditional sense, but explained how she finds a kind of spiritual connection in nature and personal reflection.
I do a lot of long-distance backpacking in the summers by myself.
Nice.
And when I'm out in the wilderness and the mountains and, I have a sense of awe of how amazing and beautiful it is.
Right.
That's about as close as I get to God.
She gave a nuanced answer that most people could at least respect. But instead of engaging with her ideas, Jesse dismissed her worldview outright, insisting that she was blind and essentially lost without his brand of faith.
But if God doesn't reveal himself to his children, what's the purpose of being God?
Okay.
Satan reveals himself.
This is where things turned especially awkward. Jesse just makes the point that Lisa isn't accepting his imagery of God because Satan has taken hold of her and her family. What are your thoughts about this interaction? Do share with me in the comments section and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Here, Jesse seemed genuinely baffled that Lisa could live a fulfilling life without subscribing to his apocalyptic vision of the world. The interaction felt less like a discussion of beliefs and more like Jesse trying to convert Lisa to his beliefs and religion. From the outside, it played almost comically. Lisa spoke with nuance and self-awareness, while Jesse came across as a man stuck in a loop, repeating the same lines about fallen humanity like he was trying to win an argument no one else was having.
Are you teaching them in the same way you were taught?
That all people are equal and deserving of dignity and respect, to be kind, to be compassionate. Yes, that is how I raised them.
Are they adults now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And so we were talking about the fallen state. Mm-hmm. The show is called The Fallen State.
Okay.
By the time the discussion turned to compassion, the gulf between Lisa and Jesse became almost laughably wide. Lisa brought up the kinds of things most normal people worry about, like friends going through tough times, communities devastated by wildfires, even the looming crisis of climate change.
Certainly worried about climate change, worried about the people in our city who are victims of these terrible fires and lost their homes. Some people lost their lives.
Her point was simple. Worrying isn't just sitting around wringing your hands. It can spur you to action and push you to help others. For Jesse, though, this was apparently a foreign concept. He dismissed her concerns with a baffling response, as if empathy were some kind of rookie mistake.
What good does it do you or the people you worry about to worry?
Well, it doesn't do good to worry all day, that's true. But I think if it spurs you to action to help people, then that's a good thing, right?
For most of us, Lisa's answer is what being a decent human looks like. But Jesse reacted like she was describing an alien ritual. To him, it was pointless, almost nonsensical that someone would invest their energy in another person's well-being.
But what good does that do them or you?
What good does it do people to help them?
Yeah.
That's a very strange question, Jesse.
This part of the exchange was quite unsettling. Lisa was essentially modeling everyday humanity, while Jesse treated kindness like a defective software update.
You don't think it's a good thing to help a friend in need, to talk them through their hard time, to be there for a friend?
But how will you talk her through hard times if you don't have perfect peace yourself?
Watching him struggle with the very idea of helping others made it clear that he can't even process Lisa's worldview. Yeah, and that's the most revealing part. While Lisa came across as empathetic, grounded, and connected to real people's struggles, Jesse came off cold, detached, and almost proud of not getting it.
So I don't think you have to have perfect peace to help someone. If you did, nobody could ever help anybody, because we're not all like you, Jesse.
And just when you think Jesse couldn't dig the hole any deeper, he proudly announces that educated women don't make good wives or mothers. Yes, apparently reading books and having a degree somehow disqualify women from raising children or maintaining a household.
I noticed that marriages don't work nowadays for the most part. And in most of these cases, men are married to women who are educated, right?
It's the kind of logic that would get laughed out of a high school debate club, but Jesse delivers it with a straight face, as though he's cracked some eternal truth.
Well, I don't agree with your premise. I'm highly educated. All 4 of my children who are in their 20s and 30s are doing extremely well.
Lisa, of course, doesn't even need hypotheticals to dismantle him. She simply points to her own life. She's a highly educated attorney who built her own law firm, raised 4 children who are now thriving adults with strong careers and stable mental health, and remains close with them. In other words, she's living proof that his claim is nonsense. But Lisa doesn't stop there. She flips the argument back on him, cutting straight to the insecurity driving his comments.
Men can't handle an educated woman. I think he should look in the mirror as to what his problem is.
Of course, Jesse, being Jesse, doesn't let go. He keeps trying to shove all women into one tiny box. Submissive, uneducated, obedient. It's the same tired generalization that's fueled patriarchal nonsense for centuries.
And I think he should look in the mirror as to what his problem is.
Well, I didn't ask you about the children. I'm asking, should men marry educated women? Because I noticed that educated
you asked
women...
about mothers. You said that educated women don't make good mothers.
Right,
That's what I was responding
do they
to.
make good wives?
I don't know.
Lisa refuses to play along. She calls it a lazy stereotype that doesn't even make sense when you're talking about 150 million women in America. Women, like men, come in every shape, style, and personality. Trying to cram them into a single category is not only insulting, it's absurd.
If a man has a little teeny, tiny ego, and he can't handle a woman with a brain, then I guess he shouldn't get a woman with a brain.
The final straw comes when Jesse asks if women were created to lead. Lisa doesn't flinch. She doesn't give him the binary answer he wants. Instead, she delivers the perfect closer. We are all created to lead. With that inclusive, forward-looking statement, she shuts the door on his outdated worldview.
I think we are all created to lead.
How about women? Were they created to lead or to
Women
follow?
are part of all of us, so we're created to lead.
Then, in true power move fashion, she ends the interview on her own terms, walking out with dignity intact while Jesse sputters about her running away.
I thank you for the interview, Jesse.
It's not over
It was
yet.
nice to meet you. It is over.
I haven't even put you on the hot seat yet.
A man who says that women dress like sluts and deserve to be raped is not, this is not a good
I never
use
said they deserve to
You
be
did
raped.
say.
No, I didn't say they deserve.
So,
It was the perfect ending. Lisa Bloom stepping into the 21st century while Jesse Lee Peterson remained stuck in the dark ages, wondering why no one wanted to follow him there.
yeah, you have a right
You gonna run?
You have a right to
What the?
You have a right to your opinion.
Don't run.
I thank you, Jesse. Have a nice day.
So the big question remains, in 2025, are we seriously still debating whether women deserve equality? Jesse frames equality as chaos, but Lisa shows it's about dignity, respect, and shared humanity. On which side are you? Share with us in the comments section.